to Farhan that is working on Bangladesh specifically with our suppliers, doing quite a great job. So I let you present Farhan, and then we open for question or yeah? Okay. So Farhan, please.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, it's time for Bangladesh. As you have seen in my introduction, I'm Farhan, working in Decathlon for the last 3.5 years as an operation process manager for sustainable development. So, in terms of Bangladesh, it's a small country in the Southeast Asia, but today I would like to share you a proud moment in the next slide. When I was searching in World Economic Forum page, I found this last week. They made a video and published a video on Bangladesh about off-grid home solar system, like our secretary has already said. And if you see the information here, Bangladesh is currently a global leader for an off-grid home solar system. We have reached up to 4 million families all over the country, reaching 20 million people in this part. It's a proud moment for me. I'm not let's move on to the project. We launched this project in Decathlon, Bangladesh, back in 2018. We reached up to 21 suppliers, though our total supplier was 70 around. But we picked this supplier, as Adrian said, with the mindset and the future business goal as we are going to massification. So we selected carefully these 21 suppliers. But this year, this is going to be added, 2-3 suppliers is going to be added. It will be around 25 or 6. Let's see, we can move forward in this project. So the first target, there was 2 targets I can recall you. The number 1 was to reach energy efficiency, 20%, or on the other hand, we can say we need to reduce 20% of CO2 in our supplier by 2021. That was the first target. And another target we have already, that by 2026, we need to reach 100% renewable energy of our suppliers. So these 2 targets we have. So in the first target of energy efficiency, our suppliers have shown good interest, motivation, and courage on this. They invested a lot of money on energy efficiency technologies. We went for energy assessments. It shows a good movement on Bangladesh. So what's the graph is showing? When we compare with 2016, our suppliers, some suppliers have already reached the target of 20% CO2 reduction, even more than that. So the intention was quite clear, very strong. Some suppliers are still in the red zone because they are using coal, mainly that supplier. So they are giving up their coal-based boiler next year. So it's a pledge. It's a strong pledge from them. So definitely they will be in the green zone. So my intention to show you the energy efficiency part, that our supplier is ready to invest and they have the courage. Another information to share with you, you know about the LEED certification. Yeah. So in Bangladesh, it's also a global leader that most of the suppliers globally is from Bangladesh textile supplier. We have more than 25 platinum suppliers, and interestingly, within the best 10 suppliers worldwide, Bangladesh has got 6 suppliers. So we are in the green movement and we'll do it. So renewable energy part, this is the main part today, where we have today. In the renewable energy, when we move to our suppliers, saying that by 2026 we need to reach 100% renewable, they start making confusion that how it's possible. Many challenges start saying to us, it's not possible, it's financially not possible, nothing, confusions are coming. So we wanted to help them to understand that, to give them some data from a technical expert organization. Then we reached to GIZ, thanks to Ms. Trang. We signed an MOU to do feasibility study in all of our suppliers to see that what is the facts and figure, how we can move forward to see the strategy. So back in June, we signed an MOU together with GIZ, Bangladesh. And after that MOU, we immediately arranged one workshop. Ms. Trang was there. We discussed together what can be the what can be the readiness of our supplier before going for feasibility study. So all the suppliers was there, the key person were there, so it went really well, and after that we went for the initial survey. The initial survey was done for all 15 suppliers taken in the first phase, and now the second phase is going on. I think the report will be in our hand by March, hopefully, if everything goes well, because it sometimes depends on the factory also to give the data on time. And in the initial survey, we got some good data that in this 15 suppliers in our project, the total energy demand in a year, I put it in the megawatt hour here in the line, and that is the total one. It's more than 141,000 megawatt hour in a year. And to recall our target, we need to reach this megawatt hour by Renewable. It's a big challenge. It's not an easy task. But for Decathlon, as I didn't say, we need to achieve by any means. So in the GIZ report, what we have seen that in the on-site rooftop solar panel, we can reach up to this. Not a big number. Obviously, there is a limitation. If the average can say it's 5 to 20% maximum, some supplier can go up to 4 megawatt. So it's quite a good number in rooftop. But we need to consider that how the rest of the 80% we will achieve. It is a big challenge in Bangladesh, but we need to. This is the graph. I don't want to go for detail that how much they can reach in their rooftop. Let's move on to this. It is also done by our global team, thanks to Adrian to initiate this. It's a country study that we done in Turkey, Bangladesh, Vietnam, India, and Portugal. It's done by Schneider Electric. It's a very famous company, also our software provider. Here, it's a big report. I just took one glimpse for you. It's a summary. They have said that in Bangladesh, off-site and utility supply is currently not available. On-site is the main recommendation, which has the limitation. And interestingly, about ESC, they have written that ESC is not available currently. We don't have IRAC and Tiger currently, but there's some good news I can share with you. We can buy from India, but again, RE100 Association, as we are the signatory there, they won't allow to go beyond the boundary. So we should find ESC provider inside Bangladesh, which is a challenge. But there are some interesting discussion going on between me and some ESC suppliers. Even last week we had. So they are trying to go for different ESC model in Bangladesh. So definitely I hope for the best. But we don't encourage our suppliers to go for buying certificate, as Adrian said. But definitely it's going to be another tool to reach 100%. Okay. It's an initiative I would like to share with you, as I was talking to you in the coffee break, that is called the UNFCCC Fashion Charter. We have signed, and we have a coalition together with these brands, these market leaders of not only in Bangladesh, in the overall textile industry. So we tied together, and our intention was to make a discussion together and make a report, submit it to UNFCCC, and we did it. We did in this country, Bangladesh, China, Vietnam, Italy, Indonesia, and Cambodia. So I was the part in Bangladesh part. So let me show you some interesting outcomes from there. And I would like to make an announcement here also. It's a great opportunity to announce here. In April 15th, in Bangladesh, we're going to do a workshop with all these brands will be there, and also all kinds of solar vendors will be there to make our suppliers understand what is the current market leaders, who are the current market leaders and service providers. So definitely we're looking forward to you people. If you want to attend, you can work with us. And also this coalition will be working as a you can say it's an advocacy or a pressure group to really promote this renewable energy movement in Bangladesh in textile, and we can be a doorstep for you. You can also talk with us so that we can work together. I'm not going to talk about this, already covered by our Honorable Secretary. So just talk about the challenges we have found when we discussed together with our factory and different brands, what the brands are thinking about it. So the challenge, number one challenge is the land. Bangladesh is a small country, lands are not very much available, and you cannot take all the agricultural land, even it's a law that you cannot take the agricultural land on your solar project. So it's going to be a challenge. We have some green financing available in Bangladesh. Some companies are working there. But when we talk with our suppliers, their feedback is the interest is very high. The bureaucracy is there. It's not that accessible, easily accessible from that organization to get green funding. We need to have more green financing provided there. And in the off-grid PPA and ESC, we don't have any available open market still. We need to look for it. About natural gas, it's a big issue. I'll tell you a little bit more detail on this, what is happening in natural gas, but still natural gas is very much competitive. The price is subsidized, and it's making our solar project a little bit, you know, in a competitive situation. That solar-based is still not that much of good business case now. Even from GIZ report, we have got that some of our suppliers still depending on natural gas, and it's not, the RE is not a good business case for them. But I want to quote, it's still like that, but it's not going to happen. I'm going to share you why. CapEx model, we are already in the CapEx model, I mean the capital expenditure model of renewable energy, but we need OpEx more. Why I'm saying that one of our biggest suppliers has signed an OpEx, operational expenditure kind of long-term issue, long-term model of renewable energy, and they are happy. Other suppliers also trying to get more OpEx supplier, but what is happening that one supplier is the key supplier for OpEx, but now they're saying that we cannot give all of the suppliers, all of your suppliers the same way we have given to that supplier. So we need more OpEx supplier. Carbon tax is still not there. In terms of renewable energy target, the government target we missed in 2015 goal. I hope that we can reach the 2020 goal. Hope for the best. So I was talking about the natural gas thing. It's also, I got it from a World Bank report just on Sunday. They published one report. It's a very good report. If you want, I can share with you. That report said a couple of good things. So I put it there, that what is happening in the natural gas of Bangladesh. So if you see the price of natural gas, it's becoming higher and higher day by day, and our secretary has given you the hints that it is going to be higher in future. But Bangladesh is heavily dependent on natural gas. In the overall country energy mix, it is 50% around. In terms of textile, it's 73%. As the World Bank report says, 73% on dependency on the natural gas. So obviously, if the price goes high, we need to look for alternatives. Our supplier has to look for alternatives. Another slide from there, it shows demand and supply curve of natural gas. If you see, it's completely going in a different way. The demand is getting higher and higher of natural gas, but the supply is depleting day by day, year by year. So again, we need the alternatives. We are heavily dependent on natural gas yet. My next slide is linked with that natural gas issue, then I will talk about the other one. If you see here, this news is just last week's news, published in Bangladeshi newspaper. It's from our energy minister, himself on the parliament, as he said that gas stock is to be ended in 11 years if the current rate of consumption goes on. Alarming. We need the alternatives. Some good points to share with you. BGMEA is the Association of Bangladesh Garments Owners Association. They joined the climate charter. So not only the fashion textile brands are joining, our association has joined. So definitely there are going to be strong pledges on this issue. Here is that I was talking about, the OpEx model. Our supplier has signed with Omera. It's a good market leader, that some of you may know about this OpEx supplier. They signed an MOU of 2.6 megawatt OpEx solution The supplier is B2B Group, and this is the largest rooftop solar panel going to be happening. And we are proud to say this supplier is one of the biggest suppliers of Decathlon. So it's a good one, but it's just started. We need more examples like that. Finally, that's also, I got it on Sunday, it's IFC Pact, from IFC Pact report. They said a very important message for all of us, that in the textile sector of Bangladesh, still we have 1.5 gigawatts to conquer on renewable energy. So it's a scope for you people, and definitely it's a challenge for us to implement this. Let me summarize what we have talked about. So what we need in Bangladesh, we have a huge demand, but we need some market player on this field, financial support. We need some good banks to give some accessible loan with a very less interest rate. And also PPA and ESC need to be there as an open market, limited land, we need offsite solar power, and finally natural gas is depleting, we need the alternatives. But I want to finish my speech with a good hope that if we can achieve, if we become the global leader on off-grid home solar system, we can be a leader very soon on this time. But we need you all to support. So again, I want to finish with that, with our purpose to make sports accessible to the many, but of course, sustainably. Thank you very much.